Well, hey there team, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Griftlands. So to my pleasant surprise today, this has gone into full release build. How awesome! Now I've looked at this over time on the channel. You can probably catch older videos. We revisited it this year, probably back in Feb, so only a few months back. But being that it's the release build, I think it's a perfect time to jump in and have a bit of a look. So Griftlands is a roguelike deck building sort of game. Has a big focus on disposable cards, which is unusual for the sort of card deck building genre. Usually it's all about permanency and about churn, right? You want to keep your deck small so you can have a better a build ultimately. So the difficulty is usually removing older, crappier cards as you put sexier cards into your deck. This is very much dare I say, it's got more of an RPG bent, and you get a lot of rewards that are temporary cards. So you'll be given guns or, you know, pieces of paper, get out of jail free sort of things that you can use in a scenario. They're very powerful, but they get exhausted quickly. It's cool. It's like consumables in an RPG inventory. I really like it. The narrative of this is really fascinating as well. You play throughout this little township. Depending on the character you've picked, it goes in different directions. You go around and you do different missions for different people. All these people have a relationship with you and with everyone else as well. So if you go and bail a dude out and help him, he'll potentially like or love you, as the game calls it. It's just different degrees of how much they like or dislike you, because on the other end they can hate or despise you. And you can actually kill people outright as well. Not a great idea. Sometimes it has to be done, but people don't like it. You develop a reputation around your behavior, and you might find yourself in a bar fight or something, but you're best mates with the bouncer because you helped him find his bloody lost dog on the previous day. He'll jump in, not necessarily... Well, actually, because there's combat and negotiation in this game, he might actually physically jump in to help you, but often he'll just give you a buff or something like that because of the relationship that you have with you. Likewise, there are people that will hinder you as well. So if you go around being a prick to everyone, don't be surprised that when you start a fight and it comes to bloody knives, the people are going to help the other dude as well. It's so fascinating. It's got a lot of narrative and development nuance in it that roguelikes generally don't have as part of the way that they're designed. They're just supposed to be hard gameplay, let's go. Anyway, this is a beautiful game and I can't wait to look at it. Let's start a new save. I haven't unlocked this new dude because I haven't played enough of it. Now, if this is fairly well received, like I said, I'll go through the game and explain it and how it works for those that are sniffing around and curious, maybe they want to buy it or something like that. Ask me any questions in the comments. We'll see what we can do about helping out if you're curious. But this could turn into a full playthrough as well if it's well received and people want to see more. Just make sure you let me know. Now, Rook is the newer sort of dude that I've been playing in recent times. He's got an interesting mechanic. It's sort of Han Solo bloody roguish luck based. He has a coin flip that can alter his stuff. I think that's great, but given that this might be the first time people see this game, we'll just go Sal, right? So she's sort of just stock standard, basically. Hunting Casio story difficulty. Oh, okay, so there's a slightly easier version, and I've got an existing run from whenever. That's fine. Cool. Oh, perks. Perk points. Look at this. There's some meta progression bit added in. If you haven't played a roguelike before, this is part of the nuance of them. You do the run again and again and again, and then you power up outside of the run, a cross run. So I guess I can buy one of these perks. Locked perk slot. Unlock this slot by unlocking one more perk. Okay, so they're all... At the start of the game, one random person will like you. I like that. Let's just take that. That's fine. That helps illustrate some of the cool stuff. So, here we go. Then we've slotted that in. Nice. Unlock 4 more perks to unlock that. That's cool, right? Prestige. I couldn't tell you about that. I'm not sure. Custom options we're not going to worry about. The decks here. I think it just shows you your deck, but you can't necessarily change it. Again, as is the genre's sort of staple, you see we've got a whole bunch of very basic cards, and this is to actually physically fight, and then we have a negotiation stage. We'll go through that in a minute, but the game has 2 types of combat, let's say. This difficulty provides an introduction for players who are new to the deck builds. Experienced players may wish to start at level 1 for a more balanced challenge. Ah, yeah, let's do that. Oh, excuse me, quick sneeze. Okay.
Last time someone made your life miserable, you kept tabs, called in favors, and stayed alert. You took them down.
Yeah.
You climbed out of the gutter they kept you in. Cassio's no different.
No different at all. Fish is waiting for you, her hip cocked against the bar. Long time sell, but it feels like I just saw you. Guess I ain't changed that much, huh? Some things don't, and knowing you, there's one thing that you're after, that bounty. I will just quickly say, Clay is the company that makes this game, and I'm absolutely smitten with their artistic direction. You can see its influences in here, from Don't Starve, Oxygen Not Included. I actually really like Invisible Ink. That's a bit of an older game. A lot of people probably don't know, but more of a stealth, a turn-based game. But and it's always a different game. It's always a radically different game as well. Yeah, I think Clay is an absolute magic factory. But go check out their games if you find this interesting as well, because they make all sorts of crazy stuff. You do some jobs today, and I promise I'll help you out tomorrow. For now, take this to welcome you home. Right, so again, roguelike standard. Usually you get a 3-choice boon. This is almost just genre standard to start a run. What do we got here? Upgrade a battle card, draft 2 negotiation cards, boombox, lumen grenade, hits all enemies, destroy 1 use, spark grenade. I might actually, let's do this, draft 2 negotiation cards. Let's see what that's about. Swing people to your side and you might just have a chance. Choose, pick 1 of 3 negotiation cards. Lose 1 influence for 0. That's kind of interesting, actually. Let's take that. Let's take that. Swift rebuttal. Improvise a card that costs 0 from your discard pile. Interesting. Gain 2 influence and apply 3 composure to it. Actually, I want that. That sounds good to me. I'll explain it when we get into the... I think the negotiation component of this game is phenomenal. Anyway, look, we'll get work from Fish. I got people in my pocket who owe me a favor. And you can mouse over here, it tells you who all the people are. Can we actually click on it to get... Yeah, there you go. So this is one of the dudes in the village, right? Right? Social boon, social bane, death loot. So if you kill him, you can take stuff, right? But you can also get these bonuses as well. And you know, each person has this same setup. It's so cool. It makes you actually think about the social melting pot that you're in. Even beyond your social connections, it's the actual town itself that you got to think about. They all owe me a favor. They're easy people to find. Tell them I sent you, and they can settle their tabs by giving you work. Get that done, and I'll get you a plate of popped Oshnu eyes. Oh, yum. Giant snail. For food, transport, and entertainment. On the house. Yeah, good. Bless your warty hide, Fish. I'll hold you to that. Okay. Very cool. So here we are. We start off at the Grog and Dog. Here you go. One person loves you, one person likes you. Oh, what's this? So Leaky likes me, and this must be from my boon. Obviously, we haven't killed anyone yet. Cassio hates me, and this is the dude that we're hunting, basically. Or herself. Apparently that's a Sheila. Goodness gracious. Troubled Pests. Lose 2 maximum resolve and 2 maximum health. Okay. Leaky likes us. Affected by benefits. We don't actually get the boon until love, but Fish loves us, right? And you can see there, gain 2 maximum resolve and 2 maximum health. Oh, so that's just straight offsets the Bane. That's interesting. That's a good way of introducing the mechanics, right? Okay, so what can we do here? Negotiation, battle, and battle. I want to do negotiation. Let's go here. Secret Shopper. Lux has a package ready at Better Living Chemists, but can't pick it up. Okay. Let's get over there. You can get jumped on the way or have events transpire. And we can talk to all the different people at the bar. You can buy beers for them as well. He's just visiting. But like, there's the bouncer, right? So you can interact with them. So I suppose you can try and spend your spare cash to make more friends out of people. Hey, Rux? No, you're not the person that loves me, are you? Or likes me. That's Leaky. Jake's Smuggler. Oh, okay, so he must be I think he's the muscle at Fisher's Bar. Okay, anyway, so this is who we want to talk to here, Lux. The only thing more menacing than Lux's reputation is her laugh. Chin-wagging with a bandit is a risky endeavor, you know. Okay, well, we could share a drink, you can see there, and it will put drunk cards in our deck that we actually have to actively play to cycle out of our deck. They will never leave until you do. Such a cool mechanic. But Lux will like us if we do it. It'll cost us $60, which we don't have a lot of money, so that's probably not the go. Here we go, let's do this. You need something. Well, yeah, actually, I have a special package on order at Better Living Chemists. And again, you can, you know, click on this and we'll get an idea of it. Sells healing items. Only problem is I'm banned from the premises. You pick it up and bring it back to me, and we'll call it a job done. Well, that seems pretty straightforward. Let's do that. Okay, accept. Choose a negotiation card to add, so they're front-loading a reward. Brainstorm 3 cards. That's handy. Improvise a card from your discard pile. Gain 1 action for every 3 cards in your discard pile. Brainstorm. I like Brainstorm. Let's do that. Here's the cash I owe you for the package. This ain't your pay. Bring me back what's mine, and there'll be more than this waiting for you. Understood? Hey, no problem. Share a drink with Lux? No time for that. We got work to do. So, off we go. Secret shopper. There we go. We got something's happened along the way. A mysterious figure approaches you. Greetings, Grifter, which is what we are. You look like you could use an edge. I've got 2 already, friend. Because of me little knives. I don't Oh. You're referring to your blades while I'm referring to specially imported battle goods from the Roguelike. Roguelike, a remote archipelago where cures and diseases are spawned alike. Wow. Are you interested? Buy a bile grenade for $20. Remove this card for the rest of the battle. Oh, it's not destroy, it's expend. This card is not discarded at the end of your turn. At the end of your turn, take 2 damage and increase the damage of this card by 3. That's interesting. That's really cool. Ask about the price. $20 seems reasonable. I'm buying that. Let's go. I like that. Thank you. Please use it responsibly. I will. Very cool. Lost money? I wouldn't call it lost. I would call it well spent. Okay. Here we go. Let's go talk to Trina. Trina's fiery temper is matched only by the explosive mixtures that she enjoys dabbling with. Another day in the feud, which I think is the area that we're in, right? Ask about Lux's package, but she is a shopkeeper. We could actually buy cards from her too. See, they're not bloody cheap though. Brain gills. Okay. Expend. Yeah, so you got destroy and you got expend. Interesting. Ask about the package. Hey, I'm here to pick up a package. You know anything about that? All I got here is a package for Lux, and she's not getting it until she pays off her tab. Tab? Yep, I let Lux run it up long enough. Now it's 100 shills deep. Pay off her tab? Well, that's just not even possible. Convince Trina to sell you the package. Attack Trina to get the package. And you can see, Leaky, who likes us, will back her. Turns out that the dude that likes me is, I don't want to fight him, you know. And, well, there you go, look. Leaky likes us, so he'll help us out for negotiating. Look, I just want to buy the package for myself, actually. Sounds suspicious. How do I know you aren't just picking it up for Lux? You can trust sell. See, there you go. Perfect example of why you want people to be your friend in this game. Okay, cool. And he only likes us as well, yet he still... Did he end up actually buffing us? No. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he just said a nice word. That's cool. Okay, cool. So this is the negotiation phase. It's pretty interesting. This is her core argument, which is called Purple Haze. Whenever you play a card, draw a card, and then discard a random card in your hand. Is that for her or for me? I'm not sure. We'll see. And then it's me, my savvy, right? We gain composure. So These are sort of argumentative points coming out. This is her core like health bar / avatar, if you will. And then this is sort of almost a minion, like a buff, but it tends to have health as well, right? Flustered, reduce damage by 33%, remove 1 stack at the end of Trina's turn. Right, okay, so she's got a health, a damage debuff for the first 2 turns from that. But you can see here, she's gonna, this is her intent here, will cause 3 resolve damage. So that's just direct damage straight onto your argument. And here is a hidden intent that we're not 100% sure about what's going on there, okay? So what you want to think about is our negotiation hit points. Where are they? Well, I mean, you can see 30 there anyway, right? Resolve 30 out of 30. We want to keep that up as high as possible because this carries over between battles, right? Insert inspirational attitude into your hand. Sal's instincts. Fast talk. She's got 23 health, so it's not like we can lethal her down. Let's try this. Gain 2 influence and expend. Gain 1 dominance, right? But we'll go influence because that's the whole idea. There's dominance and influence are the 2 ways that you can go about fighting. They both have their, like green is kind of more defensive, and this is more glass cannony, I suppose. So, well, there you go. It adds dominance, which is almost the resource for the red. Hostility cards deal an extra +1 damage, right? Whereas influence is an argument. All diplomacy cards deal max damage. So for example, dominance would make this card do 2 to 5, whereas inspiration, this will make this do 3 to 3. It'll just make it do 3 max damage, which is probably the go right now, right? So let's put that up for free. Oh, all right, because it's 2 damage. Sorry, it wants to do damage, but it's also going to give us the influence. There we go. Exposure. Apologies, team. I had to sneeze. Apply 3 composure. That's actually perfect timing because they're doing that direct attack there. So we'll put that composure on there. But you can protect this as well. This acts almost as like a minion if you were playing magic or something like that, right? And we'll do some damage here. Out of actions. End turn. Cool. So that's our sort of passive is we generate a composure onto ourselves every turn. Still flustered. Now this is the argument that they generated. Eccentricity. All cards have a random cost between 0 and 3. So as long as that's in place, you can see it's messed with all my costing. Interesting. They're going to do another 3 directly onto there. I can buy a composure for the overpriced 2, which we'll do. We should protect that. Build rapport, gain 2 influence and apply 3 composure to it. That's fantastic. Look at that. Now it's becoming a serious stack, right? The thing is though, all it really does is make us do max damage. Like, giving it more stacks times 4 just makes it last longer because it decays over time. It doesn't actually make it stronger, but the red dominance thing, I believe, does, right? So if we had 10 stacks of dominance, it'll add +10 damage, I think, but I can't be 100% sure. And let's do fast talk. And end turn. You're not half as convincing as you think you are. So we could attack this as well. It's quite strong, actually. 4 damage, and then what's going on here? She's going to deploy an argument in 3 turns. And she is attacking us directly. We can apply composure, but the problem here is that that's 3. This bloody thing's a pain in the bum, isn't it? I don't think I can quite destroy it. See, because I've only got 3s and 2s. I think, to be perfectly honest, we take the deflection for the moment. And then we'll regroup next turn. We'll attempt to attack it. Now, these battles very quickly, she'll start getting buffs if we drag this out too long, right? So you got to be careful you don't... Look, she's starting to really build momentum. And she will actually get like a meta buff that really punishes you if you just drag your feet too long on the battle. That's probably going to get destroyed. Though we have an opportunity to take that out, which we might do. Let's just do that. Okay, beautiful. 3 composure. Look, at this point I will, just to try and protect that thing a little bit. Draw 3 cards, let's brainstorm. What do we got here? Improvise a card from a pool of special cards. No, let's fast talk. I'm happy to lose 1 influence just to do that extra damage. Let's go. So you can see now, because we didn't block enough of it, this stack has 1 health left. Interesting, it's not decaying though. It must be the red one that decays. Like we lost 1, but that's because I played a card that made it lose 1. Now what's this? Curiosity. When destroyed, draw up to your maximum hand size, which is 10. That is pretty cool. And we can bust it straight open, so let's do that. Cool. What are we going to do here? Well, I mean, can we lethal at this point? I know I can do 6 damage down to 9. Not quite, not quite. The other thing is, see these little pips? Every time we play this particular card, you can see this deflection card has 1 pip and this has 2. It gains a pip, and once it levels all the way up, the card actually levels up. And similar to Monster Train, you have to pick 2 alternate versions of said card, right? So it actually radically changes the card and you have to choose which direction it goes in. But I think that's so cool. The more you do something, the more it levels up. So it actually sort of benefits your current build, right? Gain 2 influence. I think we're okay there. I'm going to put composure on there. I'm going to put fast talk on there. Plead to lose an influence. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Oh, if only we got another plead, that would have been pretty close. Oh, we've only got 1 plead because we added that at the beginning. And here you go. Actually, this is the exact buff I was talking about, Impatience. Intense and arguments deploy with +1 damage and +1 resolve, right? And I believe it's just going to add more and more stacks to it. So, yeah, that's not going to go super well for us. Gain 2 influence. And here we go. What's this? Fatigued. Cards no longer gain XP, so that's to stop you trying to farm them. So they've thought of everything. Insert inspiration or attitude. Improvise a card. Here we go. This one. This is what we want. Because it'll go 4/4 for a 0 cost. Wait, where'd it go? It had expend on it. Oh no, you took my card away, game. That's a bit strange. I'm not 100% sure what happened there. I didn't want to do this if I could help it. Inspirational attitude. Let's do this. Oh, sorry. Oh, right. It does 2 damage. Perfect. There's something going on that's shuffling my cards out. It might be one of her ability or whatever, but yeah, it's deleting some of my cards. I'm not 100% sure what debuff's affecting me that does that. But that's all right. That's part of the fun, figuring it all out. Gain 1 action for every 3 cards in your discard pile. Yeah. Let's try that one. Even though it's very situational, having more actions was something we could really have benefited from then. You know, we had no shortage of cards and options. We just wanted more actions. This can go easy or this can go hard. All I know is that you've been stiffed and I have shills to dress the wound. Yeah, fair enough. At least I'm not stuck holding the bag. Trina slides the package across the counter toward you. It did cost us $50, which was more than we wanted. Done. Okay. Open map. Back we go. have a chat with Lux. Hello again. Here's the package. Here you go. 1 package delivered. Wow, really? You're a lifesaver. Here's your bonus as promised. A pleasure. You get paid 55 shills. Oh, well, okay. And we've got the Enfeebling Ray, which has 2 uses, and it's a pretty powerful gun. Cool. Gift 100 shills to your friend. Grants King hit. So there you go. We can make Lux love us, but Lux already likes us because of the mission. That's interesting. So if we did a mission for someone that likes us, would it tick over to love? I'm guessing no. So there's probably something to be said about doing a mission for someone and then trying to pay them to get them into the love category. What's King hit do? +4 damage in the first attack of battle. Like, that's significant. That's actually worth having a proper think about for sure. Anyway, liked. Cool. And then I guess if we open the map, here we go. Now we've got some options here. Limited time opportunity. I think you can only do one or the other. I don't know if there's a clock. We can see what day it is, but the day will run out eventually. Challenging quest. Oh, that's exciting. But the day will actually sort of run out after a little while, and then we go into a nighttime thing, and yeah, so there's this whole time flow through it as well. Anywho, look, I think that's enough to show you what this game is and how it stands in its current state. It was interesting that they have added some new stuff like the perk systems and all that as well. Some of the meta progression, which I don't think was in it last time I had a look at it. I could be wrong. But yeah, I mean, I'm not expecting it to radically change in 4 months from the previous build to full release. But there you have it. This game has come along a long way. I've been playing it since it first launched. And yeah, they've added in extra characters. They've really fleshed out all the dialogue and the story. It's actually, it did a great job through its early access period. And I'm happy to see it sort of release. Anyway, look, hopefully this sort of filled in the gaps for people that are curious about whether they want to play it themselves. I mean, maybe you want to see me play it some more. Let me know if you want to see some more episodes and we'll turn it into a bit of a longer series. Otherwise, I might just leave it there for the time being and I will catch you guys on the next one.